Hi, I'm Jenny. I'm a coach, an author, and an advocate for parents determined to raise emotionally healthy kids after separation. So, you're going to be watching a reading from Healing Through Words. Go on here. There we go. You can buy it on Amazon. Um, it's designed to help you communicate with your ex without causing emotional fallout for your children. So, whether you are dealing with co-parenting, being misunderstood, or simply trying to stay calm in the chaos, this space is for you. So let's dive in and explore how the right words for your child's peace and your own. Now, we're moving into chapter 9, protecting peace for the long term. So, one more chapter to go after that, and then I shall release it all to the world. So, creating peace is one thing. Keeping it is completely. After the conflict quiets, the text threads start to settle and routines start to take shape. The real challenge then becomes maintaining the calm in a landscape that's our minds. So in co-parenting, peace does not mean perfection. It means reducing your volatility. It means building systems and habits that protect your emotional energy so that you can show up for your child without a constant tension. So let's have a look at what long-term peace looks like. Predictable routines with minimal last-minute changes. Clear boundaries that don't need constant negotiation. Emotional regulation as the norm, not the exception. A focus on solutions and not scoring points. And calm is the default, not the exception. So peace that you agree on everything. It means that you know how to disagree without creating damage, because the likelihood is that you've never been taught. It's not the absence of conflict will still happen. It's the presence of intentional recovery and boundaries. And this is really important, guys, because we need to become the children. So let's take a look at habits that help you maintain peace. And a weekly emotional check-in with yourself. So what's working well in communication? Where am I feeling stretched? And might I need to revisit? And am I speaking from a place of regulation or reaction? Using routines to reduce friction. Predictable handover times, no constant chopping and changing. Shared systems like co-parenting apps. And there are some great, like Our Family Wizard. And if you're on a really tight budget, I believe that they can make exceptions for the price to people on certain benefits. Always worth asking the question. Pre-planned holidays and school breaks. They have so many holidays and you only have so many weeks off if you work. You can't get through it alone. Weekly summaries to reduce ad hoc. You don't want to be having to communicate with them all the time. You just want to have the necessary communication, and they're not your friend. There's a reason why you got divorced, and there's a reason why you're at this point. Don't try and make them your friend. That's not their space in your life. They are there as the other parent to your child. They have a role in the child's life. So filter your decisions through the lens of your child. This is number 3. So what would bring most security right now? This isn't about you. This is about your child. Is this about your comfort, or is it about their needs? Sometimes those lines get a little bit blurred. And is this going to help my child to feel safe, loved, and stable? Number 4 is protecting your energy, limiting unnecessary contact. Remember, they're not your friend. You don't have a place for them in your life as a friend. If you don't have a friend, then you need to go find friends, make friends. Start rebuilding your life outside of marriage, or outside of the relationship. So stop defending your parental. You don't have to answer to anybody. Let your actions speak. That's it. That's all. Just do what you need to do. You can say no without apology when your bandwidth is low. And I maintain my stance that complete sentence. Surround yourself with support, friends, therapy, coaching, community. That could be church. That could be a friend group that maybe you fell out of touch with, when you were having children or getting married. Reconnect. Find the things that make your heart feel a little bit happier and start to find your place in the world. Then number 5, celebrate the quiet wins. Peaceful drop-offs. That's a massive win for you considering where you've been. A mess handled without shouting off, speaking off about God knows what. Just being able to just respond to the message through the emotion. And a moment when you chose silence over sarcasm. You don't need to tell them off. You stay in your lane and let them stay in their lane. You don't have to have a biting answer every time they say something. This will build trust in yourself and contribute to lasting emotional stability. There will be times when things slide. That's reality, that's life. Even when things are going, especially when things are going really well, the cracks will start to form, and you might find yourself starting to dread those messages again. You might find that you're becoming a little bit more snarky in your text messages when you're responding, and you might feel the temptation to drop a boundary just this once. That's your cue for you to pause and to just check in. Has your co-parent's behavior changed? Or have your habits softened? Are you starting to let your boundaries slide? Recommit to your framework. It's there for a reason. You have fought this battle so hard to get where you're not. Let it go now. Revisit earlier chapters in the book. Go back to page 1 if you need to. Just maintenance is not failure. Maintenance is wisdom in motion, because there is a reason that you have these boundaries to maintain them. Sometimes the return to peace is not about doing something new. It's about returning to what you already know works. And you have to teach your child what peace feels like. You have a responsibility to them. Children thrive when life is predictable, when they know what to expect, and when emotionally and logistically they can relax. Their nervous system isn't to be constantly on alert. They need to be able to focus on just being kids. So when you show up with consistency, conflict, they start to learn that calm is safe. To learn that love does not require emotional chaos. And that conflict can end with connections and not confusions. And they get to learn that emotions are not emergencies. So this does not mean that they still won't feel sadness, anger, or confusion. They're natural human emotions. We're meant to feel them. They have a purpose. It's a blueprint for how to navigate those emotions when they do. And you are the person that is demonstrating to them the architecture of emotional safety. They are learning their lessons from you, not from what you say, but from what you actually do. This needs a lifestyle, not a temporary goal. And the goal of this book isn't to help you survive a hard moment. To help you build a long-term rhythm that supports your child. And peace isn't something that you find once and hold forever. It would be amazing if life worked that way, but it doesn't. It's something that you have to learn how to create. And it's something that you return to again and again, sometimes through practice, sometimes through repair, and always through intention. You don't need both parents to be committed to peace on your child. One steady parent is enough. All they need a parent. It gives them a regulated voice, a calm hand at the wheel. And you are not responsible for chaos that somebody else chooses. Just like you are not responsible for their happiness and they are not responsible for your happiness. Guardian of the environment that your child lives in. So you choose steadiness. You're teaching them that they can too. Chapter, which is progress over perfection, we'll talk about letting go of perfection and embracing progress, because it doesn't matter how far you've or how much work lies ahead, you're already doing something powerful by choosing to communicate with care. So if today's excerpt spoke to you, like, subscribe, and hit the bell so that you don't miss out on any future readings and real world. And you are not alone in this. I have helped thousands of parents across the globe shift the narrative, protect their kids, and regain control of their lives. If you want to go deeper, head to www.coparentingwithoutconflict.com. It's all one word, coparentingwithoutconflict.com, to explore coaching resources and support made just for you. You can actually get the book here. You can get the book from that website, from the website. You can also there's a co-parenting logbook as well that will help you structure the communication between the parents so that it's far easier and you don't have to go off on a tangent on what you think they might need to know, but they don't actually need to know. It just contains the important stuff that you need. So keep speaking with intention. Remember that your voice shapes your child's world. Okay, it's attacked by the cat. She timed that very, very well. I normally get a cat attack at some point or another. So thank you so much for your time. I do appreciate you stopping by and watching this video. And the last chapter will be done next week. And I look forward to sharing that with you. And if you have questions, please don't hesitate to contact me. You can get me through the website. You can email me at jennirock1@outlook.com. So it's JENNIROCK1@outlook.com. And I will do my best to help and support. So enjoy the rest of your week. I hope you have an amazing time and that you are finding something useful that you can take from these lessons to implement in the week ahead. Okay, thanks very much.